Okay, time for Sacred Earth Reverie. Or the demo at least. Not available yet. Okay. I saw a video where the dev barely beat their own boss. It was a pretty tough fight with a lot of KOs. So let's see. Nightmare. They actually give you a new graphic here. For those who want to push their limits, enemies are merciless and mistakes lead to death. Continue, yes. Sacred Star Team presents. In association with Visu Stella. An Eclipse Sound Team. Sacred Earth Series Episode 11. Was alternative Episode 14? The smell of smoke invades my nostrils. A sea of flame. Charred wood cracks under its own weight, turning to ash. Faced with an army of humans, clad in steel from head to toe, and is a lone obsidian figure. Each wave of her hand sends scores of knights flying. They're powerless against her. Why did they even try? Or rather, why did I? My armor is charred. My briefing is hoarse. I've got soot all over me. But more important than all that is the fact that I just can't take my eyes off her. The sight of her floating in the sky, hair billowing about and her form starkly contrasting daybreak, sticks in my memory more than anything else. Rather than demonic, it seems more ethereal to me. They call her the Demon Queen, the Harbinger of Destruction, herald of humanity's end. They call her a monster of unparalleled proportions, an unfeeling fiend whose sole purpose is to bring about the end of days. But if that's true, then why hasn't she killed all of us already? As my consciousness fades, in the aftermath of this smallest struggle, the last thing I see is her turning around and taking to the sky. Several months later, is this Miltiades or a different alternate world, like Konoe's world? My axe splits the wood in two chunks which fall by the wayside. I set them into the pile and put out in their piece, lifting my axe and... The sound of wood clattering to the ground reaches my ears again, as I pause and look up at the blue sky. It's been several months since I left the Knights now. After that foolhardy campaign, we were shown just how utterly powerless we were against the Demon Queen, but more importantly, I had no desire to fight her, not anymore. The kingdom is scrambling to find a hero who can wield the relic, the holy sword farewell, but I honestly couldn't care any less. So I left the Knights and moved out to the countryside. Some call it irresponsible or an affront to my pride as a human. They said I was trampling on my family history, but none of that matters. I could elaborate on my opinion of how the battle for the fate of humanity is a poor farce perpetuated by those in power to exploit the situation for their own ends, but I'd rather live quietly. Kneeling down by the stream, I fill up my canteen. As I do, I peer into the surface of the water, seeing my own reflection. I watch the surface for a moment, until the water's surface ripples and dispels my reflection. My mind wanders back to my time in the Knights. I wouldn't call myself the greatest knight, but I have confidence in who I am at any rate. I wasn't terrible at my job. My skill of a sword was good, enough to earn me a decent number of accolades and merits, so that when I did quit, I had enough money to let me live this solitary lifestyle. I was laughed at for throwing away my career growth, but I feel more at peace now that I'm not marching on misguided orders of those only looking to advance their own dangerous agendas. But what do I do with this freedom? What do I want? With my thoughts more muddled than ever, I finish up in the forest and charge back home. I lay in bed, staring at the ceiling, unable to fall asleep. I never was much of a great sleeper, even back when I was a knight. My comrades would have long made their way into dreamland, while I continued to be wide awake. I envy them for that sometimes. My mind goes quiet, and I can soon hear the hoot of an owl come from outside. Thanks, owl. That's exactly what I needed to fall asleep. I consider opening the window and sniping it, but quickly abandon the thought. With that idea shelved, I turn aside to my night table and grab a notebook and pen that was sitting near the lamp. My old diary from when I was a knight. I stopped writing it months ago, but tonight, that changes. With far too many idle thoughts rattling around my head, I started to write. I feel like I should be sleeping, yet somehow I find myself stuck somewhere between wakefulness and slumber. It's like I can't move my body or open my eyes clearly. It's alarming in a sense. Through the haze view I have of nothingness before me, a figure appears. I can barely make out a white dress. Is it a girl? Future, be careful. Go to the ruins. Feels like she's trying to tell me something, but I can't make out a single word. Another figure appears. Another girl. I can make out a black dress, or is it brown? Wasn't this girl at the at the end of Sacred Earth Promise? The one on the left? Beware! Something actually... betrayal, what? More nonsense, I can't deal with this. It feels like everything goes hazy at this point. Then darkness takes hold. So are we in Miltiades? It's morning. Groggily, I open my eyes to the sounds of birds chirping outside my window. Though I roll over to try to ignore it, the incessant racket eventually wins. I feel like I had a strange dream, but nothing comes to me when I try to recall anything specific. Sighing to myself, I sit up from my bed and rub my eyes. Well, I suppose I better wash my face and get dressed. After I finish washing up and putting on my clothes, I stand in front of my mirror to handle the final adjustments before I'm ready to face the day. Look at my own reflection. Am I attractive? I can't really tell. I'm pretty good looking, aren't I? After taking a quick moment to brush my hair, I focus on buttoning up my vest. As I do, I find myself staring at my reflection. I consider myself to be pretty average overall. I've been told I'm fairly handsome during my time as a knight, but honestly, I find it hard to see. Maybe I'm just too hard on myself, though. It could definitely look worse, so I'm thankful enough for what I've got. That aside, I finish what I'm doing and step away from the mirror. The day awaits, and I shouldn't waste any more time looking at myself. That determines your playable character, huh? Do they have different skill sets, or are they the same? This morning routine taken care of, I cook my breakfast and sit at the table to partake. I only get a few bites into my omelet before there's a knock on the door. Hey, Cain, are you in? It's me. An overly cheerful voice cuts through the morning silence, one that I've gotten distressingly familiar with over the past few months. Toss a forkful of omelet midway to my mouth. I consider what to do. Well, first, I take a bite, chew, and stand up. It's a short trip to the door where I simply unlock it and turn the handle. The sight that greets me when I open the door is a woman with long brown hair tied in long twin braids, bright violet eyes, fair and blemished skin, and elongated ears, an elf to be exact, one of the rare non-human races. It's clear to see she's actually incredibly beautiful, but... Good morning, I hope I didn't interrupt your breakfast. I've got some fantastic wares to show you today, Cain. She pauses and sips the air a bit. Smells like eggs and bacon. I guess I did. Whoops, sorry. As you can see, the moment she opens her mouth, that beautiful visage is thrown away by her sheer volume. Sure, she's charming, but in her own way, but it's still a bit exhausting. Good morning to you too, Lainif. Yes, you interrupted me, but you don't actually care, do you? He got me. You know full well that my service takes precedence. Now come and take a look. I've got all sorts of medicines in stock today. As usual, I made them myself in my workshop, so I can guarantee your quality. Well, your medicines are useful and high quality. I'll buy a few just in case. That's what I like about you, Cain. You always buy something. Here are your medicines, and thank you for your patronage as usual. This here is Lainif. She's an alchemist who travels around the region gathering materials, selling her created wares for a profit. I'm not sure why she insists on coming all the way out here to my house, but I tend to see her in a fair bit, at least 2 or 3 times a week. She also brings the latest news via her own gossip. I don't expressly want it, but it's not bad to hear about how the world is doing now and then. By the way, I heard something very interesting while I was in the capital the other day. Apparently, the Amarcian Alliance is preparing for another campaign. What? Another campaign? But why? Morale was at an all-time low after that crushing defeat by a Demon Queen last time. There's been no official word, but there are 2 very interesting rumors making their way around right now. Go on. The first is that they finally found someone capable of wielding the Holy Sword Farewell. The second is that the Demon Queen's castle has reappeared. The Demon Queen? Lainif leaves me to my thoughts after dropping that bomb and running off with my money. Well, that's fine because I need some time to think. The Demon Queen's castle has reappeared. How's that? What if the protagonist you didn't pick is the one who gets the Holy Sword? I can't help but think about the sight I have heard those months back. If it's true that Amarcian Alliance found someone that can wield the Holy Sword Farewell, it's possible they could at least challenge the Demon Queen. But personally, I'd rather not have her die. Even if the chances are low, there's still something we want to do, things I need to know, and I think the Demon Queen has the answers. If there really is a new campaign forming, then I need to move now before they do. Maybe the final boss is whoever's wielding that sword. Maybe the opposite protagonist. Oh shoot. My decision made. I go to collect my sword and put together a travel pouch. I'm going. As I finalize my preparations and step out of my house, however, I finally found you. That voice makes me pause for a moment. I know that voice all too well. Feeling resignation set in, I turn around to face the owner of the voice. That puts me face to face with a short-statured young woman in a white dress. You sure did pick out an out-of-the-way spot to start your life as a forest hermit. Leon, it's been a while. Hello, Cain. It's been a good long while indeed. Do you know how much trouble it took to find you after you disappeared from the capital? Do you think a hasty resignation and a brief farewell letter would be enough for your comrades to go, oh yeah, it's fine? It was by design that I made myself hard to find. The fact that you're even standing here is proof of how stubborn you are, Leon. I'm nothing if not stubborn. I wanted to find you, and I did. A few false leads weren't going to stop me. You're impossible, I swear. Why, thank you. That wasn't a compliment. This here is Leon. She was a member of the same night unit as me back in the royal capital. If I had to be so bold, I'd even call her a good friend. Despite her small stature, she's strong and reliable as a knight, a veritable force of nature on the front lines of that axe of hers. And now a stubborn mule is on my doorstep, out in the middle of nowhere. So, what brings you all the way out here? Why go so far to find someone who doesn't want to be found? Don't tell me it's conscription. At that pertinent question, Leanne grows silent. Then after a moment's pause, she looks at me with a serious expression. Come back to the Knights with me. Let's return to the capital. I know things are tough after the last campaign, but we can make this work, can't we? Without you there, the days just feel so much more trying, so please, come back. I had a feeling it would be this. Despite her heartfelt plea, I can only shake my head. Sorry, Leanne, but I have no intention of returning to the Knights. Is she going to be a boss at some point? I know you spent a lot of time in never finding me, and I wish I had a better answer for you, but I don't. I appreciate the sentiment, though. I enjoyed working alongside you, too. But now I have something I want to do. There's a little else for me to say at this point, so return to my original goal and step forward. I move past Leanne and make my way down the path towards the forest. Take care of yourself, Leanne. Cain. Chapter 1 Beginnings. World map is a simple affair. Move your cursor around and select which location you want to interact with. Upon doing so, you'll be presented with information and choices on how to proceed. You can also click with the mouse. As you progress through the story, more locations will open up, but be aware that only the currently active dungeon can be visited. The other locations will provide conversations that change as the plot goes on. Only one dungeon that is active at a time? Is that how it works? Do be aware, however, that once you enter your next destination, you cannot leave until you complete a story there. Oh no. Talk. A lone house situated on the outer edge of the Forest of Istina. It serves as home to a recently retired knight of the Kingdom of Amarcia. The foundation has been there for generations, but has been long abandoned. It was reappropriated and new construction saw the house restored to a livable state. It's a two-floor home with a spacious front yard that faces the forest, and the rising cliffside at its back. It is a secure location, all things considered, but one must still be wary of the occasional wandering monster. There's no real need for me to go back home right now. We just left after all. Not to mention I'd run to Leanne. Let's be smart. The Reverie barony, also known as the Istina region, is located in the remote southeastern parts of the Amarcian continent. The Reverie family is a small noble family that boasts an average amount of wealth to its name. They have been fair and just, if a bit strict. The Istina region is largely undeveloped, with a vast forest and plains making up nearly the entirety of its land. However, those lands are also brimming with natural resources, encouraging a culture of hunting and gathering to support the locals' day-to-day lives. The town of Istina itself is a hub of activity, with travelers, adventurers, and merchants passing through, which stimulates the local economy and creates a flow of news and culture from the capital. Though those who hail from Istina tend to be considered bumpkins in the northwest. That's a lot of people. Town of Istina is your main hub for socializing and preparation for your journey. You'll return here between story chapters to buy items, talk with the townspeople and your allies, and confirm next objectives. Move the cursor around the map and interact with the character panels to initiate conversations. You can also use the mouse to click on them instead. There are also events that progress the story as well as dedicated side events in town, marked with the event panel. You lose nothing by viewing side events, so go ahead and do so at your leisure. Events and conversations change per chapter, and some events only appear after you complete others, just as a fair warning. Oh, Cain, is it? What has you here so early? Hey Douglas, I was just passing through and thought I'd have a look. Is that right? Well, yeah, there's much for you here. You maintain your own equipment, don't you? Yeah, I'm so interested in seeing all sorts of other weapons and equipment. By studying them, you can see the intended quirks of the creator. Call it a hobby of mine. That's some hobby you got there. Well, you can look all you want, as long as you don't interrupt my work. You won't even know I'm here. Oh, hi Cain, here, pick up some bread. Morning, Mina, not this time, I'm just passing through today. Already hard at work though, huh? Yep, Uncle's busy in the forge, so it's up to me to watch the bakery. Is it just you? Where'd your brother go? He said something about having a very important task to see to. He's probably chasing some woman's tail again. Right, if I see him, I'll let him know to get back to the shop. Please do, see you. Cain, my man, how's it going? Hi, Dark. I see you're nowhere near the bakery again. I'm afraid to ask, but what's got you all the way out here now? I'm glad you asked, Cain. You see, I'm on the hunt, scoping out the lovely ladies of the town. I'll score a date for sure today. Sigh. Same old Len. Got it. One has to admire your single-mindedness after a point, but is it worth leaving your sister to mind the bakery all by herself? Ah. Oh, so you do have a heart. In that case, why don't you pack it in for today and go help her out? Boss, spoiled sport. Fine, fine. Next time, though, you're coming with me and we'll hit the town and we'll get ourselves dates for sure. I'm good, thanks. I wonder if this conversation would change if I picked the other protag. Also, doesn't mark off which conversations you've already seen before. Oh my, well, is this not a rare sight? Hello there, Cain. Oh, hello, Lady Lavier. I didn't expect to see the lord of the town out and about. Where are your guards? Oh, not worry your pretty little head about my guards. They're about. In any case, I'm simply taking a little tour of the town. Consider a patrol to assess the condition of the land and the people. I see, that's very admirable of you. Why, thank you. Now, while I have you here, allow me to ask. Have you given any thought to the offer I extended to you since we last spoke? Having a swordsmith of your skill in the ranks of my provincial guard would be quite an asset after all. At the risk of sounding rude, is it okay if I ask for more time to consider the offer? Again, that's the first time you've made this request. Oh, very well. But I'll be expecting an answer soon, you understand? Loud and clear, your ladyship. In that case, I shall be on my way. Good day to you, Cain. Good day to you, too. I really can't deal with her. Shop. With a click of the door, I step inside the unfamiliar storefront. This is Atelier Lanif, supposedly. I heard that Lanif had a workshop somewhere around here, but I never gone to see. There's just no reason to, when she always happened to pass my way. But if I'm going on a journey, I figure it wouldn't hurt to take a look at her full stock and see if there's anything that you might need. With that in mind, hey Lanif, are you here? I call into the empty storefront and leave me met with no immediate answer. Oh shoot, is this going to cancel any other event in town? I might have to reload. Oh, that's weird. Is she out? The door was unlocked. I stand there and wonder for a few long seconds until a subtle sound from back reaches my ears. Then a calm set of footsteps makes way into the open area of the shop. A girl, she looks like she's in her mid to late teens, with extremely long white hair and extravagantly frilly dress to match. A noble? But that can't be right. A noble would never be caught dead in a store like this in the middle of the forest. We're just a little bit unsettling. The girl just stands behind the counter and stares silently at me. No word said. No welcome or can I help you. Just stone cold silence. This continues for a short, stark, uncomfortable moment until I finally elect to say something myself. Oh, hello. Is Lady Nif not here? She is not. This is seriously awkward. I feel like I'll be here all day if I don't get a point. Then are you running the shop in their place? I'd like to take a look at the wares and see if I can use anything else. Oh, you wish to make a purchase? Then by all means, spend your Zellum. Right. I decided to ask her name or make conversation. I just take a look at the stock. Are you here to spend your Zellum? Then please do so. Okay. No, Ether gems. Dang it. I only have 600 though, so I don't know what I should be buying. Wait. That's weird. I see. It only accounts for the first slot, but I can always put in the second slot and so on and so forth. I'm just gonna buy like one guy a break for now. Have you spent all your currency? Then please leave. Huh, the inn, I don't really have a need to be here at the moment. Why visit Cain? What brings you to my humble establishment, Do you come to take a bath, have a meal? You're a bit early in any case. Good morning, Tokiko. No, I'm just taking a round through town before I head out. My curiosity got better with me, so I figured I'd take a look. Oh my, curious one. Interesting. I don't dislike the sight of you, though. It's quite entertaining when you come peeking in all starry-eyed every so often. Starry-eyed? Do I really look like that? You have no idea. Now, as you can see, I have quite a bit preparing to see to, so be a dear and see yourself out. I'll see you later. Alright, see you around then. Whoa. Excuse me, coming through. Lawrence, what's the tower books are precariously balancing? Oh, greetings, Cain. Quite a nice morning we have on our hands today, yes? Well, it's not terrible, but you're just gonna spend it all inside reading dusty old tomes, aren't you? You make that sound like a bad thing. I'll have you know that this is important work for me. I am spending my time deciphering the old text. If I can discover old techniques, that could be repurposed for our lives now. Would that not be grand? Whatever you say, just don't overdo it. I heard about how you were found passed out under a pile of books just the other week. They say you didn't eat or drink for days. Merely a small mistake. It will not happen again, I assure you. Now, I must be going. There's much work for me to do. Take care, Cain. It's going to happen again, isn't it? After making my rounds through town, I found myself slowing to a stop in the Fountain Square and thinking. If I want to find a Demon Queen, then I need to head out, but the question is, where do I start? As I think about this, his voice cuts in my thoughts. Is that you, Cain? I took to my side to find Lawrence, a local bookworm, or maybe scholar is a better word. Lawrence, you seem awfully lost in thought there. Something on your mind? Well, never mind that, Lawrence. I want to ask, what do you think about the whole Demon Queen conflict? The Demon Queen conflict, you ask? Frankly, I believe that there is far too much we do not know about this Demon Queen to call it a truly righteous conflict. She appeared several centuries ago, and humanity has allegedly been sporadically fighting her ever since. Fighting is a charitable way to phrase it, however. Her power and technology far outstrips anything we can manage. Yet for some reason, she has not wiped us all out when clearly she is quite capable of doing so, I wager. Does that not beg the question of why? I've been wondering the same. There has to be more to the story than the nobles in the royal court would have us believe. Isn't it strange that they just send people out to fight claiming that's the battle for the fate of humanity while all these inconsistencies pile up? Ah, that's quite an uncharitable assessment you have of the royal court. This is just a fool's conjecture, but I believe they are as ignorant about matters regarding the truth of the Demon Queen as anyone else is. However, even the truth of the situation is unknown. The Demon Queen makes for quite a nice boogeyman to dangle over the common people to incite fear as they push their policies and deeds unopposed. Don't you think so? The worst part is that this doesn't sound too implausible. I shake my head, getting back on target. Well, there's no point in getting lost in what-ifs. This was a good talk, though. It helped me clear my head. Thanks, Lawrence. Of course, I should be returning to my studies as well. Take care now. Lawrence seems to see himself off, and I'm left to my own devices. With my head clear, I decided I'll not waste any more time. I'll start my journey in the forest. After that, we'll see. People are always saying not to go in depths due to the increasing risk of encountering demonic beasts, and I think I might just have to flip the idea on his head and investigate for myself. Yes, that's what I'll do. For now, I think it's best to start close by and slowly work my way outwards from there. Alright, let's go. Still, the moment I go in the forest, I can't go back and buy things, huh? Dang it. Maybe this NPC will have money for me. Please. Okay, you're going to the forest, right? Yeah, I am. What's got you asking, Mina? If you're going there, is it okay if I ask for a favor? I'm running low on blueberries, but I can't go to the forest for a while. If you're going there, could you gather some for me? No pressure, of course, just if you can. So it's about blueberries, I see. I'll see if I can grab any if I happen to spot them. That's fine. Thanks, Cain. Okay. The vast Forest of Istina reaches across a large part of the southeastern part of the Amarcian continent. Rich in resources, yet also home to many dangerous beasts the further one gets. It serves as both a lifeline and the warring of nature's untamed wrath. The town of Istina lies on the forest's western end, serving as a hub for travelers looking to rest before they make their way to the northeastern ends of the continent. It's said the forest holds a number of hidden points of great historic value, though the true significance of these locations have been lost to the ever-ceaseless march of time. I'll have to pass north through the forest to start my journey. The capital is west, after all. Over that way, it's just bad memories. Forest of Istina, a particularly sprawling place that separates the frontier town of Istina from the breadth of ruins set in plains beyond it. I come to the edges a little further in fairly often to hunt game, as well as to fill up with water. It's a nice place, so less nice the deeper you go. Not to say the place is ugly or anything, the foliage of the countless trees creates a beautiful locale at first glance. But that beauty hides some awfully deceptive traps, mostly in the form of monsters like treants and mischievous wind-moving fairies. I was never a fan, but well, if I want to make any headway on this journey, I'll have to pass through. With that in mind, let's hear something for the least eventful journey possible. For Sacred Reverie, dungeons are story locations that are traversed in a manner similar to point-and-click adventures. Use the keyboard or mouse to interactive points of interest. With the keyboard, press the interactive points of interest to move between maps. Use the arrow keys. With the mouse, simply click on labeled objects or exits. Entering a new map for the first time will initiate conversation there, unless there is none in that particular map. Well, not mean to go there yet. Ugh. So I have to use the mouse after all. Gaia break. Okay. So now I have 5 slots for Ether gems. Ether gems come in multiple types, okay. Problem is I already bought a Gaia break, so that means it was kind of a waste. Well, I'm pretty sure I can stack multiples of the same one anyways. So that just means more defense for me. I can't leave though. West Forest of Istina. I thought about writing South Cain's house on this, but it seems like a dumb idea all around. Campsite. Barrel. This barrel's been here for a while. I never had a desire to try and see what's inside. As they say, some things are better left unknown. A campsite. The fire pit's been properly cleaned, at least. Flame Brave. Dang it, I'm getting... Wait, I already have Flame Brave to begin with. That's weird. Well, whatever. I'll figure out a proper balancing, and I can probably give my hand-me-downs to some other person who joins my party anyways. Yeah. I made some headway into the forest now. It's gonna be a long way. I still don't know exactly where Demon Queen's castle was said to have appeared, so I plan to head north. Since I live in the south, it only makes sense. From there, I'll keep my ear to the ground. That side, my walk has been fairly peaceful, right up until now. A monster, a wolf by looks of it. It comes out of the tree line and notices me on the dirt path. People and monsters are natural enemies, so naturally it bares its fangs and growls at me once we lock eyes. Nothing for it. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight.
Time to get some practice.
We look at tutorial and combat. Yes. Battle basics. Combat takes place on a separate screen where your party and enemies take turns acting based on their speed. Turns are passed on an individual basis, where enemies and allies mixing together. To start, you have your LF, which stands for Life Force. This is your health value. It grows as you rank up as well with certain equipment. Keep your LF above 0 or a character will be KO'd and no longer be able to participate in battle. If that happens, use skills or items to bring them back. Next, your EP, E for points. Your resource for using arts. Skills that have many beneficial uses in form of character's playstyle. You need EP for many things, so it's best to manage it wisely. EP will regen over time as the battle goes on, however. Next is EX, which stands for XC. This is your resource for using EX arts. Powerful skills that form the core of a character's identity. Most EX arts are attacks, but some characters may have EX arts that are buffs as well. Depends on their game plan. EX is built up by using base arts, normal arts, and taking damage. Shield value. Every character and enemy starts with 5 shield and loses a point upon being hit with an EX or elemental weakness. When shield hits 0, that character will be broken, reducing her defenses dramatically for several turns. What? This is a threat indicator. When it appears on a character's window, that means that enemies are likely to target that character. This can be manipulated with certain skills. Managing these resources and variables is vital to success in combat, so make sure to pay attention to them. Good luck. Chain skills. When a character initiates an attack or skill, this indicator may pop up. This is a chain skill prompt. Chain skills are a mechanic that allows your characters to perform multiple skills in a combo, as long as they have the resources to do so. You can chain a base art into an EX art, and further beyond that later on in the game. Most characters have free chain options for a base art, but some characters may also have special chain options into normal arts as well. Huh. Base art into EX art. And a skill can have up to 3 chain prompts at a time, starting from left, going to right. The button prompts for these correspond to Z, X, and Shift on the keyboard. We can also click on the prompts with the mouse. Okay. Be aware that chain prompts may have stricter timing in some cases. Oh man. Stats tooltips. Stats are beneficial and detrimental, like poison, power-up, and unique character-specific effects. There are a lot of them, so it can be tough to memorize. Fortunately, you don't have to. By hovering over an ally or enemy status icons with your mouse, you can view a window that explains what each state does. Okay. Protagonist overview. Protagonist is a frontline fighter with arts that lean towards defensive utility. They can protect the party with damage cuts, give themselves shields to protect their LF, and draw threats to themselves to keep P away from their more fragile allies. Their signature art is unlocked potential. It gives them a boost to their stats and functions as a trigger to gain extra effects on other arts. Use the abilities to keep the damage off the party and keep forging ahead. Damn. Unlock potential.
Looks like I'll have to go all out.
Damn, I lost a lot of hit points just from a regular attack there.
Well, that was a waste.
I just pressed a bunch of buttons. I'm not sure what the fuck happened. Do I get healed after battle? That's like turned out. I shoot my sword and brief out of sight. It's not like it was hard, but fighting always strains one's nerves.
Interesting. You appear to be possessed of a non-trivial amount of skill.
Surprised at the sound of voice, I turned to look at my side. A girl, a beastkin to be exact. It's actually rare to see one down in these parts, so I'm a little stunned by the sight.
Are your eyes poor? You've been staring at me quite foolishly. Have I perhaps misjudged your ability?
No, that's not... I mean, it's rare to see a beastkin around these parts. So, I was surprised.
Is that so? I suppose that word of the beastkin's rarity on the Amarcian continent was indeed based in truth.
If you don't mind me asking, who exactly are you?
I suppose that is a pertinent question. Very well. You may call me Kana, merely a curious traveler from a far-off land.
I wonder if she comes from Konoe's world.
I was having quite a nice nap when suddenly I found my ears assaulted by the ring of steel and the roar of battle, brief as it was.
I'm not sure I buy your story, but it's a little too nonsensical. Why would a girl like her take a nap in a forest where potentially dangerous monsters live? But I'll give it a pass for now. I don't sense any danger from her despite her oddness.
I see. Well, it's nice to meet you then, Kana. You can call me Cain. Sorry about your nap. I had to defend myself.
It is no matter. I am simply giving you a hard time for my own amusement.
I'd like to retract my apology.
In any case, would you mind terribly if I were to walk by your side for a time? While I do possess confidence in my ability to ward off dangerous creatures, one cannot be too careful. Thus, I would find it much more comforting if one were to become two, so to speak.
I admit I wasn't planning to have company, not to mention this girl seems eccentric, to put it lightly. So I guess it won't kill me to have some company for a little while. I'm not stonewall or anything. I like to think so anyway. With that in mind...
I see what you're saying, I think. Sure, I don't mind the company.
Very good. Then I shall entrust myself to your care for the time that we are together, Sir Cain.
Watch my back too, Kana.
Kana, huh? Well, this should be interesting at least. This thing was clearly built ages ago. It shakes so much. Is something wrong, Kana? You've been clinging to my sleeve rather tightly. Quite, it's merely your imagination. Now let's be clear of this poorly constructed edifice at once. Sure, whatever you say. Travel points. This gauge you see in the top left is the encounter index. It randomly increases by 1 or 2 blocks every time you move between maps. Below it are travel points, or TP for short. This is a resource you will use when dealing with encounters before they start. This is your indicator for how soon an encounter will take place. When the encounter index is full, next time you change maps will be called the contact menu. Okay, when the encounter index is full, you'll be presented with this interface. As you can see, you'll be able to tell what enemies you'll fight in this battle, as well as get an assessment of their general strength and health levels relative to the dungeon itself. A free /4 in one dungeon is not the same as 3/4 in another dungeon. With this comes the choice of how to approach the battle. You can choose to play the battle normally. Doing so will net you a +10 to your TP. If the battle seems easy, then it may be good to choose this and build your TP up. The boost option gives your party a number of bonuses before the battle starts. For 10 TP, they will receive an initiative buff that boosts all stats by 15% for free turns, as well as a small amount of LF and EP healing. If the battle looks tough and you're not sure, you may want to boost and give yourself a better chance of victory. It should be noted that using boost command to start a battle will result in no TP being earned after the battle's end. There are times when you may be given an encounter with an extremely tough enemy. These enemies are called champions. They're much stronger than any other enemy in the area. If you're faced with a champion, it may be a good idea to choose to reroll if you're not confident in your party's current level of ability. The reroll option will consume 10 TP and give you new randomized encounter from the area's encounter table. Doing this is a good way to give yourself a more favorable battle and increase your chances of victory. You can reroll for as long as you have the TP to do so. Of course, rerolling isn't the only option available to you. You can choose to avoid fighting in this instance entirely by choosing no. That costs 25 TP. You can cancel the encounter entirely. However, doing this will only give you 75% of the EXP you would have gotten otherwise. And those are all the options available for you to choose how you approach combat. Stay safe, and may your adventures be fortuitous. So this means we can actually grind infinitely if we wanted to. But the problem is that we actually have to worry about healing as well. This thing was clearly built ages ago. It shakes so much. Something wrong, Kana? You've been clinging to my sleeve rather tightly. Quiet, it's merely imagination. Now let's be clear of this poorly constructed edifice at once. Sure, whatever you say. Salve. Okay, good. Damn it, I don't have a mental map of the area. Maybe I should. Kana, you're from another continent, right? How do you get here? Was it by airship, and from where? My, I had no idea you were the sort of man to dig up all the latest secrets so readily. Perhaps I misjudged your character, Sir Cain. Oh, well, maybe I did ask too much. Sorry, beastkin are rare, so I admit I'm incredibly curious. Ever since humanity lost the blessing of the planet, contact with elves and beastkin have hit an all-time low. Oh yes, humans can no longer harness ether, yet beastkin and elves still can. It's a curious thing to see. I suppose there's no harm in telling you that I hail from Zing, the isle to the far southeast of Amarcia. I thought so. It's hard for humans to travel these days, but I've read about Zing. They call it the Orient, right? Indeed, our cultures are vastly different, but nonetheless, I find Amarcia to be fascinating in its own manner. But enough, we have tarried for a bit long, yes? Let's be on our way. What? The menu is where you can view and learn arts for your characters. In order to learn new arts, go to the rightmost option in the skill menu and press X or left click with the mouse. This will switch to learn mode and show what arts and perks a character can learn in each respective category. Learning arts costs AP, which can be gained from fighting battles and ranking up. Some arts also have prerequisites in order to become available for learning. Always be sure to periodically learn new arts and perks for your characters to better continue with challenges that come your way. A dead end? Hidden grave? How do you do much fishing, Sir Cain? Not really, to be totally honest. I prefer land-based game to seafood, but I'll eat fish if it's on my plate. I see, a shame. I happen to enjoy seafood quite a bit. My plans to press you into sitting by the edge of the pond, fishing pole in hand, have all come tumbling down, alas. Somehow I doubt this is the last I'll hear of these plans. Cleansing elixir. I've been thinking about this since earlier, but there certainly are an alarming number of loose items laying about this forest, are there not? I never could figure out how this stuff just winds up strewn all over the place. Either I am fairies dropping things on the ground for people, or way too many travelers have holes in their bags. I am fairies, Perhaps that idea has a merit. Indeed, from henceforth we shall say that all loose items we find are the handiwork of item fairies. I feel like I'm being made fun of, but I'll let it slide. What hidden grave? My apologies for coming to visit so long after the fact, Albus. On behalf of my mother, I have come to give you my greetings. Your descendants have grown up well. Despite the fact that your battles never led you or your allies to the place that you desire, I am able to say without a doubt that there is peace. Rest well. Kana, where are you doing in that grove? Nothing of great import. I am coming. I looked back at an old video, and it turns out Albus is from Sacred Earth Desires, and he's from Miltiades, which is very suspicious. There aren't as many substance sources as I figured there'd be. Is that not a good thing? We're forced mowed down excessively, and we would not have this inspiring locale to travel through and appreciate. That's true. I'm just surprised people would look away from such a prime money-making opportunity. And what of you? Why are you not rolling in piles of Zalem if you acknowledge that this opportunity to annihilate nature's bounty? Because I like my life the way it is for the most part. Man, the encounter gauge filled. Aircross. Okay. Okay, non-champion. I might be able to handle this. Boost.
Quite a bother, I must say.
Yes. Okay, Kana is a support healer and minor the buffer. Her attack damage is minimal, but she can quickly build EX to use her EX arts to deal tricky debuffs to enemies. Her defending art is Blessed Seal. With this, she can provide valuable buffs to both an ally and herself, while also restoring LF. When the blessing stays active on her, her arts gain bonus effects. She works best as a support healer who sneaks in small bursts of damage and debuffs when she has a free moment. Ah! I thought I was buff, dude!
Looks like I'll have to go all out.
Damn. Blessing.
Radiant blessing. Become a font of newfound strength.
Blessing gives extra stats as well. Okay.
You won't see this coming!
Dead. Okay, I didn't have enough for EX for another glint edge, but it's fine. I'm somewhat surviving. Follow up damage with Purification Seal, huh?
Be gone! Purification seal!
Damn, he survived. Damn it. That took out a lot of health. Didn't activate Glint Edge. I finally clicked on it. What the heck? Why didn't it activate? Seriously. Is the timing really strict or something?
You won't see.
Oh, now it quit. I had to be faster, I guess.
Watching you flail about was quite entertaining, I must say.
Do you not have a weapon, Kana? You seem pretty confident, but you're kind of small, so I can't help but notice that your strikes lack finishing power. My Sir Cain, you were looking at me that much. If you stare at me that much, I may just blush. That's not what I meant. Of course, of course. That aside, you must know I do have training in bladed weapons, particularly the katana. However, due to my small stature, I find weapons to be rather cumbersome. That is why I prefer to employ unarmed techniques recommended with Ether. As you say, my strikes lack decisive power behind them, but I am capable of staying much more mobile in exchange. I see, that makes sense. This is a personal preference then. Indeed, as such, I shall be entrusting my delicate body to your protection should anything go wrong. I'll do my best to live up to your lofty expectations. Supplement. Blueberries, I need that. There must be blueberries being wanted. Okay. That's not enough, I'll have to look elsewhere. Tincture was found. Sir Cain, let's have a seat upon this log and gaze upon the water surface for a time. But it hasn't been that long since we've been walking. No, I must insist. Surely it would not be so uncouth as to deny Lady's request, yes? Is this her way of asking to take a break? This is the beginning of it all. Unknown grave? What? Another one? The stone is too hard to read the writing. I've been wondering whose grave this is. They would no doubt prefer to remain anonymous. Do you know who's buried here, Kana? A man who lived a life of hardship and conflict for the sake of a greater world. Yet his name was forgotten, time rowing his memory as much as the wind had weathered his stone. Consider yourself not of those who passed, but rather your own future, Sir Cain. That's kind of sad, but okay, let's go. How does she know this if she came from another continent? Salve. This is actually a dead end I missed before, huh? Aha, here's one. This must be the blueberries mean I wanted. Blueberries found. There's not enough here, but I'll have to look elsewhere. Eat for drink 1. Okay. Honestly, I think if I can just grind infinitely, I might have a chance of winning even on Nightmare, but it's gonna be tough. This is where I come to get my water most times. It's cool and refreshing. Oh, I just caught sight of a fish leaping magnificently out of the water. Catch it, Sir Cain, so that we may feast upon its flesh. With my bare hands. Are you so desperate for items to search an empty chest? Oh, a dead end. A purpose was nothing, Sir Cain. What is it, Kana? For what reason have you decided to travel? Did you not say you enjoy your life as it is? I'm going to see the Demon Queen. I'm traveling to find her castle. I want to meet her with her and confirm something. Excuse me, did I hear it correctly? You said Demon Queen, yes? Yeah, why? Wahaha. The Demon Queen, he says. Wahaha. Have you taken leave of your mental faculties, Sir Cain? You plan to waltz right up to the enemy of the planet and hope to have a pleasant conversation? Perhaps you'll share some tea and rice cakes as well. You can laugh all you like, Kana, but this is important to me. I'm going to go, and nothing will change that. Oh, my apologies, Sir Cain. I didn't mean to show you such a disgraceful sight. Whew. Fear not, though I find your desire laughable. I fully support your freedom of choice. The confidence you hold in the belief you will not be torn from limb from limb is so dreadfully endearing. As such, I simply must see how it all turns out. Thanks. Bolt Surge. Another campsite. This one looks more recent than the last one. Are chances high this is the same person? Given the low amount of traffic for the forest, I say it's likely, but again, it's not really your business, is it? Indeed, shall we? Water Surge 1. Save warning, so the boss is coming up soon. Sir Cain, please hold a moment. I sense danger ahead. Now that you mention it, does seem a little too quiet, doesn't it? Indeed, let's ensure we're ready before we proceed. Perhaps a short rest is in order, say in the shade of this tree, at the shore of this glittering waters. Waters full of fish, I know, but this isn't a fishing trip. Let's keep our guard up. He does not sense danger, yet he discerns my crafty ploy. What is this sorcery? Can humans use Zephyr after all? Her ears switch when she's excited. Seems she gets excited about fish and tricking me. Save warning. Tincture times 1. Okay, I should probably just grind and hope for the best. Holy moly. Okay, actually, if you re-examine the sign in the very first screen, Cain, Kana will say something. A dumb idea. Perish of thought, Sir Cain. I, for one, would love to see what manner of unsavory folk pay your place of rest a visit upon writing such an invitation onto this board. Unsavory folk, huh? Like, say, mischievous beastkin who amuse themselves by giving me a hard time. I will have you know I am quite savory. What a reason would I have to be so very wary of wolves, Okay, if you examine the barrel in one of the earlier maps, Kana will actually examine it. Oh, what is the barrel doing in the middle of this forest? Let's find out. Kana, maybe you shouldn't. What was extraordinarily disappointing? It merely contains a stash of medicines. On one hand, medicines are good. On the other hand, I'm hesitant to use them. Solve times 3 and tincture found. No blueberry, though. That's a shame. I actually found a new map. Blueberries, the third one. That should be enough to last me in a while. Let's call it here. Crystal Saber. Yeah, I was actually in this little fork here that I neglected before. Yes. That was pretty embarrassing of me to miss it. But now that I have it, I should be better off. And I wonder if I'm ready to take on the champion yet. Okay, there it is. Let's boost.
If you wish to consume dirt that badly, I suppose I can oblige you.
Okay, I'm gonna use Iron Stance.
Why don't you try me on for size?
Earthbound! Oh no.
Radiant Blessing, become a font of newfound strength.
Damn! This thing's got hands. My Iron Stance will not recover it very quickly. Guardian.
Everyone, get behind me!
You don't have any buff effects, do you? Champion buffs don't count. Let's see.
Wide open.
Stunned.
Glitch!
Okay. Regular arts. Restorative Seal.
Have no fear. Restorative Seal.
This will trip you up!
Alright. Potential.
I'm only just getting started.
This guy's almost dead.
Glitch!
What? Dude. That's fucked up.
Radiant Blessing, become a font of newfound strength.
Ideal strike!
Broke ya! Gotcha! Even though Glint Edge was on cooldown.
You with a nice cup of tea right about now.
Whatever, beat the champion. That makes me the new champion. Okay, now I have the blueberries and beating the champion, I think I should go ahead. We're just about made out of the northern end of the forest, Cain and I. Turns out she can handle herself pretty well. I see why she'd rather have company now, but I can cover for her weaknesses, just as she can cover for mine. It has been quite a trek, has it not, Sir Cain? I had come in from the western end of the forest expanse, from that quaint little village nestled on the edge. This will be my first time heading north. I've been north a couple of times on some old work business, nothing but ruins and plains up there. But that makes a perfect spot of barely charted land as set of a base. I see, but putting this conversation aside, Sir Cain, I believe it will be prudent for you to draw your weapon now. Huh? Boss time. As you can see with your own eyes, we have company, and none too pleasant by a field of miasma is expelling without regard. Did you say miasma? A demonic beast. This lends credence to those rumors. Alright, Cain, are you up for this? We'll take it down quickly. Of course, Sir Cain, allow me to assist you. You like a tutorial on Limit Index? Yes, please. Limit Index is a special location that appears on the top left of the comment screen. It governs the use of the universal parry abilities. The abilities governed by Limit Index are EX Recover, EX Boost, and EX Unions. All powerful abilities that will help keep you going in a tough battle. Every time a character uses an EX art, the Limit Index increases by 1, max out of 5. Is that there may be a way to increase the capacity of Limit Index, but for now, don't worry about it. Limit Index is shared by a party, so don't think carefully about when to use abilities that consume the limit. Union arts are special arts that every character has one of. They're themed around their general abilities and support the whole party. Only one union can be used at a time, after which there will be a lockout on all arrows until the universal cooldown is up. Choose the best union for a situation and place all gain edge in battle. Dude, what the heck? EX Boost and EX Recover are not do not consume EX anymore. That is so weird. Unions, free limits.
No harm shall come to you. Blessed seal.
Iron Stance.
Try me on for size.
Has 5 million turns, okay. Break already? Dude, how do you keep delaying me?
Have no fear. Restorative seal.
Okay.
You won't see this coming!
Damn.
With all my strength!
Union. Okay, so I want Form 2. Form 2 would give us a damage cut, okay? Never mind, I guess I didn't need that damage cut if the enemy's already dead. Haha!
tea right about now.
Honestly, that felt easier than a champion. I'll take it. Aircross 2? The tenacity of that beast was somewhat concerning. Demonic taint is certainly a troublesome thing. It's rare to find demonic beasts at that level around these parts. I'd say we just saved this area a lot of trouble. Indeed, now with all that ordeal firmly behind us, I would very much prefer we vacate this area at once. The stench of that black ichor is assaulting my senses rather than mercilessly, you see. Could it be connected to what happened to the miasma in Sacred Earth New Fury? You won't find me complaining. Before we go, Connor, let me say this. Thanks for your help. It's nice to have someone watching my back. You're most welcome, Sir Cain. In times like these, it's only natural for people assist one another, no? Now come, let us make haste. As the two walk off from the forest, unbeknownst to them, a figure ascends from the sky landing on the dense forest path where he just stood. Is that the Demon Queen? She assesses the disintegrating form of the demonic beast on the ground before her. Then she frowns in a complicated manner. Those people, they destroy the marker of such ease. No mere humans could do that. Well, one of them's technically not a human, and also we're double teaming them. I only just finished creating that one too. How annoying. But it seems our intelligence was correct. I have to go. Charlotte figures wings unfurl and she takes off into the sky once again without so much as a look back. A spy for the Demon Queen, perhaps. Chapter 2 Journey. I think how many bosses does the demo have? I have to go back to the town though. Wait, I can enter it again? The heck? Sir Cain, do you have social anxiety? What? Why are you asking that? Of course I don't. Well, you insist on living the life of a hermit in a forest far away from other people. You seem adamant on not wanting to forge meaningful connections of ours. Hey, I'm with you. I'm listening to this ridiculousness, aren't I? That's a fair point. This is your home, Sir Cain. Yeah, it's a nice place, close to water and near the forest, so I can hunt and gather. I see, but I find myself curious. Why do you not live with people in town? It is, after all, quite close by. I just want to live a quiet life for myself. As for the town, well, mostly the regional lord seems hell-bent on trying to recruit me. Every time I run to her, it's like a game of cat and mouse. But that aside, I don't have a problem with the people in town. I visit regularly, in fact. It's better than being in the capital, though. If I were there, I'd have to deal with being constantly cajoled and introduced to the daughters of lower nobles. Sometimes their sons, too, if they think that'd work. High society is a pain in the neck when people think you have value. I understand. On the one hand, it's very flattering how much I expect. On the other hand, it's a troublesome weight you never asked for. There are multiple ways to manage it, but I suppose this method works just as well. Let me save first before trying to enter the forest again. Like, how the heck do... How do I actually... No, I can't anymore. Okay. It's blocked up forever. Good thing I got all the blueberries. Sir Cain, where are we? It's a workshop with someone I know. I figured we could drop in and pick up some supplies for the road. I see. Yes, that makes sense. It always helps me prepare for what is to come. Right, now then. Excuse me. Oh, hi. We'd like to make a few purchases. Is that so? Then by all means. Sir Cain, do you know this woman? Honestly, no. I keep missing my acquaintance and finding her instead. I was merely curious because she looks human, yet I can sense ether coming from her. Really? How's that possible? It means that she is most likely an artificial human, a homunculus. Am I correct? That's what I've been called previously. Aren't homunculi supposed to be a myth? I thought they were just a thing that existed in fantastical tales. Oh, am I mythical? This is new information. Would you perhaps like to share deeper details concerning this matter? This woman is exhausting. Never mind, sorry to bar you. Let's just make our purchases and get out your way. I see. Is there something on my face? Give me your blood. I believe it would make for a sufficient alchemical reagent. Sir Cain, we're leaving now. What do you mean leaving now? Okay, good. I can still buy stuff. Okay, now we have new stuff that we can buy. Can I ask you something? Wait, why now? I just bought something. I want to buy the other thing. I believe that you just did. No, I mean, never mind. Let me start over. Why does this shop carry weapons? There isn't a forge here, is there? These weapons you see come from our collection built up through various travels. They have been taking up space unduly, so I put them on display as a means of addressing this problem. So you're just selling off Laneup's junk. Well, I still need to buy the flame seal as well. This is... I can't believe there's dialogue just for buying specific pieces of equipment. What's up, Kana? This pattern here. This is a Zingan character for flame. Just how did they get this talisman? A sealing paper is a rare, obscure item, after all. A good question, but I don't see it getting answered. Can you use this, though? I have my own stock of seals, so I do believe I can make use of this one as a reference. Doing so should allow me to change the element of my throne seals. It allows me to conserve some ether energy. It's always interesting to hear about the applications of E4 techniques. Indeed, I shall be thankful I found this here after all. Okay, buy some armor. Wow, we have... Oh man. The accessories are super expensive though. Man. Problem is... The fact that they don't let you leave the forest until you're done could be bad. Maybe I should have grinded more. No, I'll grind once I have all 3 party members. Then I can... But no, I think after the second boss might be the end of the demo too. I don't know, actually. I don't know how far they're willing to go with the demo. Have you spent all your currency? Then please leave. Dang it. I don't know what to do. Let's just get some better equipment for now. Is that Kana and Tokiko? Now think about it, they're both from Zing, aren't they? I'm curious. Kana, my lovely, you've grown since I last saw you. Do not patronize me. I know full well I'm the right of the family. I said nothing of the sort, though. After all, you have filled out in all the right... let's not talk about that in public. Oh my, Sir Cain, hello there. Cain, you're here. Oh, hi, sorry to interrupt, but do you two know each other? This is unfortunately the case. We are cousins, you see. I had planned to come here to visit her on my trip across Amarcia, but then I came across you in the forest. What surprises me is that you two already met. What odd fortune, no? You two wouldn't be up to anything strange, would you now? What nonsense are you spewing now, you mad woman? Don't say things people might misunderstand. You two probably have a lot of catching up to do, so I'll be on my way. Wait, Sir Cain, don't leave me with this woman. Don't escape, my dear Kana. Reverie. Good day to you. Good day, Douglas. I trust all is well. All as well as can be. I've got my work, but I'm chipping away at it as I usually do. Excellent. I came by today to check on the progress of that order that was put in for the Provincial Guard. Tell me, how goes it? Everything's fine. All new equipment will be done in a few days' time. End of the week, I reckon. But I gotta say, it's real unusual for a noble to spend so much time out in their domain talking to the common people. Usually they get proxies to handle the business, you know? The lure of a domain's a big old target for those of ill intent and all that. I'm indeed aware of this. However, I simply believe that seeing the people with my own eyes, 2 eyes, and knowing firsthand what happens in my lands is the least I should be aware of as this lord. I'm also naive as to believe I am completely safe. I do remain vigilant. Yes, there's still risk involved, but I feel that this is best for running the running of the domain. Oh, so you thought about that much. Well, I can easily say that we're lucky to have you as our lord, Levier. Oh, indeed you are. I think I'll leave him be. Okay, what about you? Hello, Mr. Lawrence. Are you here for your usual? Indeed, Mina. I'll have the usual baguette and free sweet rolls besides. Okay, just a moment then. Sweet rolls, so I'm guessing let's have energy during your reading sessions. Oh, Cain, hello. You would be correct. I would not want a repeat of that last time it collapsed, so I figured having something easy to eat while I read would alleviate that concern. I get your thinking, it's just, you really should have proper meals instead of snacks, you know? I will be fine. I don't believe that for a second, but sure. Oh, now I can do your request. Hey, Mina, these are blueberries you're wanting, right? Oh, you got them. Thanks so much, I really appreciate it. I was just about to run out. Sure, no problem. Curious though, why not just buy them in bulk from the marketplace? And spend money we don't have to? No way. A Zellum pincher, huh? Guess I learned something today. Okay, request complete, but did I actually get anything out of it? Okay, got some Zellum and EXP, not much. But it leveled me up enough, I guess. As Khan and I walk down the street into this town square, the sound of marching metallic footsteps reaches our ears. That sounds like a fair number of Night Greaves. An assumption that turns out to be correct in the company of armor-clad knights marching in the square. A tall blonde steps in front of them wearing a blue cape that denotes him as the commander of this unit. Blonde Knight. Alright, you lot, you've done well. Disperse and use this free time as you see fit. We'll meet back here tomorrow morning. Don't do anything too crazy. Sir, yes, sir. The knights break up and immediately go off in different directions to go and pursue our business they fancy within town. They do not appear to be part of the local provincial guard. Are you knights from the capital, perhaps? That's right, judging by your size, they must be a survey party. I recognize your commander, too. At that point, the tall blonde man looks our way and his face appears to take on a look of recognition. Without missing a beat, he approaches. So, if I recognize you, you're Cain from the Azure Sky Company, are you not? Formerly of the Azure Sky Company, and you must be Reinhardt Falcon of the Third Royal Order. Correct, I heard that you left the Knights, but I never imagined I would find you out here in this remote region. Oh, well, that was by design. As only just acknowledged your existence, Reinhardt's eyes moved to regard Khan at last. And who is this beast-kin woman you have with you? They are quite rare things to be seen in Amarcia. Excuse me, I'm not a thing. My name is Kana. You would do well to call me as such. Kana, you say. Sun Singen, what brought your sort all the way out here? An interrogation, is it? However, I do not believe I am under any obligation to answer your questions. Fair enough. For now, in any case. But what's the Third Royal Order doing surveying such a remote region? You guys are usually protecting the capital in the normal corridor. The crown knows the reasons. There's nothing I can say to outsiders like yourselves. I'm an outsider now, huh? Well, that's fair, but on some level, it kind of bothers me. People are quick to move on, aren't they? So that's the nature of business. In any case, as interesting as it was to find you out here, I believe I will be on my way now. Farewell. He leaves us with those parting words and marches off into town. Kind of glares at his back as he goes. I can only scratch my head. Sorry about that. Most people aren't fond of Beastkin outside of this town. I think it goes back to historical reasons. At least I recall learning that in school. I would be lying if I said I was used to this. Frankly, this behavior is quite upsetting, but I will not allow it to dampen my spirits. Were we not going to part? Right, we were. I heard there are ruins across the plains. Maybe we can find a clue about the demon queens we searched along there. The moment I mentioned the plains, I can see Kanda's face screw up for some reason. Quite hard to see. Something wrong, Kanda? What's with the face? Face? What is this face you speak of? I'm just fine. The plains, yes. Let's be out of the way. Okay then. What hurt me wonders if there's really anything in this for Kanda, but she seems to be intent on following me around. She's been helpful, so I won't question it. For now, anyway. A request. Oh, Cain, just the person I want to see. You know what? I just realized I have somewhere else to be. Now, stay right here. There, I have a favor to ask of you. You're going to the plains, right? If there's no trouble for you, then will you mind picking me up some cockatrice meat? Normally I would buy it from the marketplace and call it a day, but it seems there's a shortage going on at the moment. On top of that, leaving my inn to hunt isn't exactly in the cards for me, you see. I'm booked solid with guests that need hosting. Cockatrice meat. I guess it's not impossible. I'll see what I can find. No promises, though. Good enough for me. If you can get me 3 good hunks, I'll be satisfied. Thank you kindly. Okay. This must be a place, a strange countryside shop that has been supplying the nobility of all manner of legally dubious concoctions. It's a lot more quaint than I expected it would be. You have been standing in the doorway for some time. If you have business here, then please get to it in a timely manner. Oh, my apologies, I don't have any pressing business here. I was simply curious since I have heard a lot about this shop, even in the capital. I see, if you're one of the special customers, then I must inform you that Laneth is not here at the moment. Please leave and return another day. Goodbye. Now wait a moment. Go on. That one must be a alleged desirable subject I've heard about in the backroom whispers. All the same, I must stay on target. I'm not here for this shop or them. I feel like this guy's gonna be a boss later. He's kind of a jerk. As I walk down the street, I noticed something. A sight I wasn't quite expecting to see again. A petite blonde girl in a white dress, looking around and acts the size of herself. It's Leanne. She was still in town. I'm full of questions, but I'm also struck by a desire not to get involved. Despite this thought, her eyes do find me, and she pauses momentarily before coming away.
Oh, hello, Cain. Fancy seeing you here.
Hello, Leanne. I'm not sure if it's as fancy as you make it sound.
What's that? Are you implying something?
Oh no, I'm not implying anything at all. I'm surprised you're still in town now. I thought you had to go back to the capital soon.
As it happens, I don't. I took a job with the town guard while I'm on leave from the knights.
The town guard? Wait, so you're really with the town guard now?
Mm-hmm. I'll be around for a while yet. We can see each other more often. Isn't that nice?
Right.
I have things I want to say, but I also don't want to commit to actually saying them. In the end, I decide not to.
Yeah, sure. Really nice. So long as you don't hound me to go back to the Knights anyway. Well, you're here now, so what's done is done. Let me know if you've got any questions about the town or region. I'll try to help out if I can.
Thanks, Cain. I appreciate it.
Another chat? Is it the same chat? Whoa, well, hello there, pretty lady. And you are? Name's Derek Lewis. I'm a man who will be on top of this world one day. Now, might I have the name of this lovely lady before me? I don't think I've seen you in town before. Weirdo. I'm Leanne. I just came to town the other day. I joined the guard, so you'll be seeing me around from now on. Oh, dang, little girl like you as a town guard. Am I being pranked? Leanne, looking unimpressed with this guy, casually grabs the shaft of her large axe, which is as tall as she is, and effortlessly lifts it above her head with one hand. Whoa, what? How are you doing that? As you can see, I'm perfectly fine. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to continue my patrol. I'm definitely asking her out next time. I see Leanne already met Derek. I'll have to talk to him later. A request? Dude. Cain, just the man I was thinking about. I prefer you kept me out of your thoughts, actually. Hey, come on. Give me a break here. I've got a favor I really need to ask you. A favor, huh? Alright, let's hear it. I'm studying medicine, you see, and I've hit a bit of a snag. There's a rare medicinal herb I want to get my hands on. It's called Istinian Sunsprout. Too bad for me that its rarity means it costs a fortune at the market, and I don't got that kind of zeal I'm casually laying around. So if you're going to plains, maybe keep an eye out for some for me. I'll give you a drawing of what it looks like too. A rare plant. It's gonna be tough. I don't know if I can find it, but since I'm going, I'll at least keep my eyes peeled. That's fine with me. It's considered rare for a reason. Thanks, man. Okay. Oh yeah, one last thing. The female protagonist's name is Abelle. Cain and Abelle. Yeah, I think that's a very unsubtle hint that Abelle is going to become an antagonist because I chose Cain as my character. And if I had chosen Abelle instead, Cain would have been probably the one with the holy sword. I'm guessing that's going to be the case. I wonder, if this game ever gets completed, will I really have to fight the other protagonist? But how would that even work? The other protagonist will probably be a lot stronger due to having the holy sword, but I'll have party members, so hopefully that'll give me enough of an advantage. But then I also have to, if they have similar skill sets, then I'd have to deal with this kind of stuff. Reduction of defense, and I also have to deal with their own iron stance, which will give them LF barrier, which could be difficult to punch through. I remember the real Konoe from Secret of Alternative was really difficult because she kept spamming her LF barrier, which made the Battle Dragon more than it should, along with all her really OP spells and such. Yeah. Plus, she kept stealing all the good elements because she has a very similar skill set. Well, there's no element stealing in this game. This one actually plays more similar to Promise in some ways. We'll see. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Sacred Earth Reverie demo. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.